Hello, horror fans. It's me, Cassandra, and
Zayne.
and
Kylie.
and
Mary.
and we are joined by Sarah. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. If you did not know, Sarah is the official fifth member of the Horrorcraft Podcast. She is technically our digital marketing consultant, which is just a really fancy way of saying she makes a really cool, awesome shit that we come up with together. And it's just epic. If you have not seen her stickers by yourself, please do yourself a favor. Go look at them. Her Scream stickers are top tier. Top tier.
Yeah.
So we have a new sticker collab coming out. So what better way to celebrate it than to talk about a movie with badass women in it? Well, a badass woman. And that is Ready or Not. If you have not seen Ready or Not, I don't know what to tell you at this point. On a serious note, though,
It's been out long enough.
It's been out long enough. Please go watch it if you haven't. It is a great time. And if you have not, you don't realize this, it is also done by the same people who not only have done the new movie Abigail, but were responsible for the two latest installments of Scream, which is the collective known as Radio Silence. So they do some pretty awesome shit in horror, and this is a combination of that. So this movie is it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. There's a lot of really fun elements, but if you don't like things blowing up, this isn't the one for you. I'm just going to give you a trigger warning right now. If you don't like explosions, blood explosions, you don't like kids dying, things of that nature, this is not the episode for you. We will not take it personally. You could skip the next one. We'll see you on the next one. But please, as always, check, does the dog die? For triggers, if you are particularly sensitive to certain subjects. But this is a fun one, and streaming changes all the time, but I think it is currently available on streaming. We could fact check that here in a little bit. But if not, it is normally available on sale frequently on Vudu, or which is now Fandango at home, for a decent price. So I would highly recommend it. It's worth the rental price. It's worth, normally you can get it for like, yeah, it's worth a watch. It's worth the $5 to buy it sometimes. It's a good movie all around. And it has Samara Weaving, who is awesome. So if you do not know the drill by now, get your snacks, get a gun at this point. Yeah, for this movie, you're going to need to get a gun loaded. Not loaded. I'm not advocating for that. Sorry. Play gun.
Get a knife for some stabby stab.
Fakes. You could get a fake one. Fake stabby stab.
Sure.
Fake stabby
Yeah.
stab.
What? Look, we're talking about getting hunted down by our in-laws family
here with me.
Yeah, you got your comfort
May
skull.
you all go in peace.
We need everything.
You need everything. Get your snacks and buckle in and join us, because it's going to be a wild one, not only for the movie, but for us in general too, as always. So buckle up and let's cue the fucking music. Let's do it. Hello, horror fans. It's me, Cassandra, and I am interjecting into this episode. I have a very important announcement. This episode will be the last episode that Zayne will be featured in. Zayne has gotten a new job and is moving on with his own endeavors, but will still always be a part of the spirit of Horrorcraft and will return for maybe a guest episode. But from this episode forward, it will be Mary, me, and Kylie as our coven for the Horrorcraft podcast. And we will be doing a rebrand in collaboration with StickiesbySerra, with Serra, who we absolutely love. So we wish Zayne the best and appreciate and love everything that he's brought to Horrorcraft up to this point. So I just wanted to pop in, but we're excited to share the future of Horrorcraft with you.
But stay spooky and give Zane some well wishes on his new endeavor. Stay spooky. Bye.
All right, we are back. If you missed that delightful intro, we are talking about 2019's Ready or Not, which features Samara Weaving. And this movie is a lot, guys.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It really is. Was this anybody's first time watching this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it when it came out.
Yeah. Zayne and I actually watched this together. This came out when we were actually living together, right? Yeah, we were.
I think so.
Yeah, we were. I remember watching this together because
I know we watched it together.
Yeah, I feel like we lived together during that time period. I don't know.
Right.
Fact check later.
I watched it with my mom yesterday.
What did your mom think about it?
She had already seen it.
Go mom.
Yeah, really.
I got cool parents.
Yeah, I watched it with my mother-in-law the first time and we loved it.
I mean, you guys got awesome moms. My mom's afraid of Kung Fu Panda.
Well, my mom is afraid of the Haunted Mansion original movie, so don't worry.
I mean, she goes through enough with Days of Our Lives. Okay, we'll give her a break. So we'll give her a break. My mom, though, like Kung Fu
She thinks
Panda.
Kung Fu Panda is really aggressive.
It is. It's very aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot for Elizabeth, okay? So, Wilma, on the other hand, she doesn't like it, but I mean, Wilma will watch it. So,
Kung Fu Panda?
Kung Fu Panda and a lot of things. I mean, we're talking about my grandparents who are in their 70s and my grandfather who is 80, about to be 81, and they're watching Bridgerton together. Yeah, they're watching Bridgerton together and they're like not fazed by anything. So
I love your grandparents. They're so fun.
they're just sitting there watching period piece dramas on the weekend together, just living it up. They're
living it up.
So it all works out. But I remember when Zayne and I watched this together and both of us were like,
what? Like, we were like, oh yeah, this looks fun, Ready or Not. Like,
yeah, I think we were sold on the fact of like the game vibe. Like we were watching that.
Yeah. And then it got fucked up real fast.
Barley.
Yeah, it gets deep real quick.
Fast.
Real
We
quick.
should say that was not a game of hide and seek. I'm sorry.
Let's be honest. They did not like her, so they're like, yes. She picked the one game where we get to kill her.
Well, the thing that makes it scary for me, and maybe I'm just alone on this, but what about the fucking song, okay? The song that they play.
Oh my god.
Like,
yeah, that's creepy.
That is from the Nightmare catalog, okay? That is, I don't know.
The Crypt Keeper.
That's probably, the Crypt Keeper probably did a collection with J.C. Penney's, okay? And that is the result, okay?
That is a private song from Satan's collection himself.
Yeah.
It's Satan's lullaby.
Satan dropped the EP, finally. It was on him.
He dropped the mixtape. It's fire.
Wicca.
No, literally though, it did end up in fire. So I mean, end result.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. So I have opinions about this movie, and I think a lot of people do. But I'm very quickly from IMDb. I am going to read what this movie is about. I did fact check. It is on Hulu. That is as of we're recording this episode on April the 25th. If you are listening to this episode and it is not on streaming, it's not our fault. Just keep that in mind.
Trust us. It's not our fault.
Just trust us. We try to advocate, okay? They
We're gonna
don't
start
listen.
picketing.
So
At the very least, they can rent it for less than $3 on Amazon Prime.
I do mean this when I say this. Everyone on this podcast can agree on the fact that I have a shit ton of movies in my digital catalog.
500.
Yeah, I have like about almost 400. And a lot of them are horror. But
Dude, you're the only person I know that has even like a digital movie collection catalog. Like I could
technically
be
Zayne helped me with that, because a lot of that, when Zayne and I lived together, and also too, like when he would spend the night, we would buy, some of the movies were like when I bought Ready or Not, it was $5 on Vudu.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
a lot of
they're
times,
less, sometimes they're a little bit more, but it just depends on when they're released and if they're doing a sale.
yeah, a lot of times you need to watch when horror is really popular, like during Halloween season or like Valentine's Day, they'll do like scary movies or stuff like that. You can find a lot of really good deals.
let's not even talk about Valentine's Day and like
we're still upset about that. It's okay,
Yes.
next year. But this is on the Google page for Ready or Not. Grace couldn't be happier after she marries the man of her dreams. Debatable.
She could be way happier.
Yeah. Grace couldn't be happier after she marries the man of her dreams at his family's luxurious estate. There's just one catch. She must now hide from midnight until dawn while her new in-laws hunt her down with guns, crossbows, and other weapons. As Grace desperately tries to survive the night, she soon finds a way to turn the tables on her not so lovable relatives.
Can we talk about the weapons?
Kill, bro.
Bro, she got crackhead energy.
Can we talk about the scene with the crossbow?
Exactly.
So the first thing,
like, for one, you go girl for using that crossbow, but two, who? Just who?
Do they live at Ted Nugent's house? Like, what's going on?
Well, technically speaking, if you guys watch the background, like when they're getting married and stuff, that house is a combination of different estates in Canada. One of them being the house that they shot Billy Madison at. The other one is X-Men. You know how they have the gifted school? It's that castle that they use like the exterior shots for. So it's like a combination. But they were very intentional with how they made this movie look, especially the weapons, the outfits the same way. They wanted this to scream old money, and it does scream old money. Yeah. This is a lot of these are people who generational wealth is just dripping down, and we kind of get why, because they've been killing people. Like, I mean,
don't get me started. Don't get me started. Not get me started.
Can we just talk about the whole theme of rich people killing people, and then the women have to solve everything?
See, Mary, there she is on her bullshit.
She's not wrong on that, because there's a reoccurring theme where women have to clean up other people's messes,
especially when it comes
to generational wealth.
They're tricked by a boyfriend with a snooty rich family who thinks they are better than her, and they underestimate her
highly.
And I mean,
highly underestimate her.
We gotta admit that this takes in-laws to a whole new level. Like, I'm constantly,
we've heard of monster in-laws, but this is like demon in-laws.
I'm constantly on like podcasts about Reddit and stuff, and mother-in-laws are like a big theme, right? Especially when it comes to weddings and different things like that. This is some wild shit here. This is some wild shit. Like, to find out that not only do your in-laws not like you, but you have to play a game. As soon as you say you have to play a game to be in my family, I'm automatically going to go, no, Billy the puppet.
I'm out of here, Jigsaw. No thanks.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Yeah. I don't play games. I don't like them.
I feel like I'll play you. Guess what? I ain't divorcing you until you give me some money.
I mean, they never signed
a game. Pay me off.
I mean, it just, you get how much she wants to be a part of a family because she puts up with this. And this is something that I feel like we see a lot with women in horror movies and even in real life, let's face it, there are situations where we want to belong, so we're ignoring red flags. This whole thing was a red flag from the beginning. Like, even before we got to the wedding part, like that whole beginning scene where he's like, I'm giving you an out now and stuff like that. If somebody that I was marrying said that to me, bye. Bye. Like, you're telling me you're trying to talk
it could end up that his family tries to murder you after, Yeah, I just didn't like the vibe to begin with without the murder. Like, you're trying to talk me out of marriage, and I have the dress on.
I'm literally wearing it.
I'm literally wearing it. Like, this is not the
you bring this up now?
Right. Like, how about the year and 6 months that we've been thinking? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's too much logic. Do you guys have a favorite character in this movie other than Grace? That's a good question. So I am a OC fan. Especially I mean, I wasn't like huge on the OC, but I do like Adam. I'm trying to get his last name.
Brody.
Adam Brody, yeah, who married
So
Leighton Meester from Gossip Girl. I like that little fun fact. But I kind of like the whole time of the movie, I kind of felt like low key he's trying to fight against himself the whole entire, like, he's the only person that I felt like is actually showing remorse in this whole entire movie. Like,
Yeah.
he is one of the few that's actually being like, I don't like what's happening and I am forced to participate, but this is fucked up. I didn't like her, okay, but it was fun to watch her, especially the end of her, as the snob.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah.
His sister?
Who had no business judging her.
Emily. Emily,
Yes.
who's played by Melanie Scarfiano, because she was also in Saw. I think it was Saw 6, where she did the carousel trap, the one that went around and around.
Got a theme.
Yeah, it's bad. She's also Winona Earp. If you guys are a Winona Earp fan from Sci-Fi, love that show. So that's how I know her.
She infuriated me, but also cracked me up, I'll be honest.
The cocaine is what got me. Like, the amount of cocaine when she just like that is a very old school way of like cocaine to begin with, and to have the whole lot like that right there shows you generational wealth. Like, she was just like that was bad. I mean, it was hilarious, but you're like, damn.
Kind of liked, but kind of disliked the mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of
Becky.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel, because like I liked her character, but I don't know.
Yeah, you think she's gonna kind of be an advocate for Grace because she's
You think so?
Yeah, because she's like, fuck them, and
she's like being supportive, but then being unsupportive at the same time. Like, it was a weird vibe. Like, you didn't know how her character was going to play out, whether she was going to help her or sabotage her, or both.
And it's crazy because Andie MacDowell, who plays her, like, obviously she doesn't do a lot of horror movies. She is very well known for, in the 90s and early 2000s for a lot of rom-com roles, and she's in Hallmark now. She does that Way Home show. So to see her play that kind of character is like a whole other level.
It was a different side of her that I don't think we expected for her to be able to achieve.
No.
I'm not saying she's bad or anything, just so we don't see her in that.
That's not her element usually.
Yeah. She killed it.
Literally.
What
about you, Sarah and Kylie? Whoever wants to go first.
I don't know. I don't know that I had like a favorite character.
What was the most iconic, memorable moment for you for that movie? What stuck out to you the most?
The part that like horrified me was where she's climbing out of the pit and like
The nail. The nail.
the nail.
That is the worst.
Terrible.
Like, listen, they could blow people up left and right, and which I'm going to talk about that because that's actually practical effects for the most part.
Funny.
Like the blowing up and stuff, but the nail part is what got me too. Like, you know, stab me, you know, shoot me, but to have me step or put my hand or anything on a sharp, no. And the tetanus, you could tell that thing had layers of tetanus. Like it was deep with, you know, you really need to be up to date on your vaccines to be near that. Okay.
For sure.
But it was bad. I mean, even the fact that she's climbing out of a pit of dead bodies that have been sitting, because the guy from the beginning is in that pit, and that's 30 years ago. So that body has been hanging around for 30 years, and you're telling me that nobody at any point in time in that stable thought it smelled like death.
Well, they put the goats down there too.
But it would still smell.
Like dead goats.
How
are they supposed to tell the difference? Can you tell the difference? I don't know the answer to that question.
You can tell the difference.
They have money. Who cares? They can do what they want. So
maybe it's the horse, you know, poop and stuff that's hiding the smell.
Just masking it.
plus
Just
like,
masking.
other like type of chemicals that they have to use, like on, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different kinds of stuff going on there that could be.
So if you guys had to give like a best kill in this movie, who would you give it to?
I think
the
they
person
all
who
were
killed them or the
equally.
person that died.
The death. Like for me, when she goes ham
On
with
mom.
the mom with the box, and she's literally beating her to death when her husband walks in, that to me is like peak, except for the end, obviously.
Yeah, the end is of course favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I can't.
I completely disagree. I was just cracking up the whole time. Like the whole ending, I was like, is this really how they're gonna do it?
Well, originally Grace was gonna die. But they ended up changing it. And I gotta admit that it does kind of throw, because a lot of this movie you are kind of wondering, okay, are these people really like, did they really make a deal with the devil? Are they on some like wealthy people shit? Like, are they just drinking the Kool-Aid? Like, is this really something that's happening? And you really kind of get until the end. And then you're like, well, fuck, that was real. Like, and just the fact that they're exploding all around her and she's just laughing. I mean, I would be doing the same thing. I would like,
I mean, at that point, what else can you do?
Like,
I mean,
that was my husband.
I will give them kudos for the fact that they killed the kids off screen. Like the kids go and then it's just it's pop, yeah.
Like, popping pimples.
And that actually
That's what it reminded me of.
Again, spoiler, but the end when everyone blows up around her, that is a practical effect. They did use actual like blood, what they call blood splatter guns, and they shot those scenes with blood spatter like going, and it was like a combination of like the little blood pack stuff and like bananas, I think they said it was, and different things that made it look like gooey and mushy and stuff. But they had a big one for when the mom runs off screen with her kids, and you see they had like a big daddy blood spatter gun that they used that for. So kudos to them.
How about, okay, my favorite, I think, have to be, just for comical purposes, I know that's weird to say, is Dora and the dumbwaiter.
Yes. Death by doorway. I mean, that
I was
anytime-
like, damn.
And she did it to herself because she's like trying to like pushing that button.
I mean, didn't we learn after Halloween H2O? Isn't that the one in the school with the dumbwaiter? Like, didn't we learn after that that was not a good idea? Like,
I think
didn't
I saw
see that movie.
another movie with it, and I can't remember what the movie was. I just remember being like, nope.
if it's got a dumbwaiter, I'm out. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust those spaces. I'm too fat to be in that space to begin with. But the fact of to begin with, no,
I'm not getting
Not
no.
safe.
No.
not safe. And not only that, if one of those comes down, either there is a spirit or a child who doesn't need to be in there. And either way, I am running. I'm running. I'm gone. Bye. I will see you later. So, yeah, I mean, for me, the dumbwaiter is too, because that obviously was a fucking avoidable death. Like,
Yeah.
she could have literally just like sided with Grace, and Grace could have easily gotten her out, but because she was a bitch, she panicked and sold Grace out, she died.
What you get?
Stupid choices.
Choices. So do we want to talk about the elephant in the room? The husband.
Man.
Do we
This
want
is
to
why
talk?
I don't want marriage.
Yeah, I mean,
At first, you think, oh, this poor guy a little bit because of the family pressure and he didn't want to do this to her. And then you start to see,
No.
oh, you're such a bullshitter and manipulator.
Yeah.
okay, I feel like this is the me and me, right? But that first scene, I was like, this is a wrap. Girl,
Oh, yeah.
you better go out there and find you a good woman. You need to go back for the other team because this man is shit. This man is shit. You are too pretty to be putting up with the shit.
I know she was gorgeous. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's just like SpongeBob. Is that you?
I was thinking Patrick.
I mean, it could be both.
Squidward.
But I think it was he gave her the attention she's never had. And he sweet talked her. And
But he blames her. Like
Mhm.
throughout the movie, he puts it on her. Like, I didn't want to get married and stuff like that. And it's like, you didn't tell me that your family had this sick, twisted tradition of killing people. That was left
I'm
off.
pretty sure she didn't propose to him.
Yeah, he proposed to her.
Yeah.
But it's just this. So I feel like it's a very
Ultimate
good-
gaslighter.
it's a good explanation on what we put as the good guy, right? The guy that tries to perpetuate himself as the good guy. Oh, I fight for women, I do this, but really does not look at their actions and does not walk in that way of thinking. And that's him, because I mean, it takes his brother dying for him to be like, yeah, fuck this bitch. Even though his brother died because of his wife, not because of Grace. Grace was trying to save his brother. Grace was and his brother were the only people who actually had some common fucking sense. And his brother died trying to save her because he was trying to be a human being. And so he blames her for that and then kind of dips the fuck out. And then as everyone's dying, is like, oh, I never wanted this. No, you could splat too. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
I want a divorce.
I love that
Like,
part.
I would hawk that ring.
It's so
Go
funny
throw it,
too when
sell it.
she. It's so
do
funny.
you think that he wasn't going to take him if she hadn't taken the ring off?
No, I think he was going to take him to begin with because it was
Either way.
everybody. Because if you think about like the 30, he's the one, the brother, him and the brother are the kids from the beginning, like 30 years
Mhm.
ago. I think they kind of made their bed then. I feel like if they had not tainted their humanity by participating in that he probably would have let him go. I would have been very interested to see the brother live though. And if Ball would have taken the brother, because I don't think that Ball would have taken the brother. Because if we remember correctly, the brother was the one that was in the like coat thing.
Daniel's the one who called and said he's in here.
Oh yeah, he is. Well, I feel like both then, because look at the kids, because the one kid
They
is the
did
one,
take they took both
they
of
took
those
both,
kids.
but it was the one kid.
Only one.
Yeah, so they took both of them. So it kind of makes you think, okay, I wonder though if he had lived, because of the fact that he tried to save Grace, if maybe Ball would have been like, yeah, you guys are fine. Like, he could pass. Like, I was about to take him, but you kind of saved yourself there for a minute. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, because really, truly, Ball is not the bad guy in this. It's the fucking people who made the deal with him.
Can we talk about Helen exploding? They were thinking like, oh, maybe the curse, I was like, all right then. I mean, I didn't cheer. What are you talking about?
I know. I thought maybe they'll lose all their money. No. Like confetti.
I didn't expect it.
No, I kind of though. So Ball. It's this whole idea of the box, right, and pulling a card. So it's kind of like how Hellraiser with the configuration. Pinhead is not inherently bad. It's the people who try to use him that way, the people that summon him, that are the bad. So Ball being
I don't care. I gotta disagree. Pinhead is scary as fuck.
No one's saying he's not scary.
We're not saying he's not scary, but
he doesn't go after innocent people.
He would not fuck with people unless people fuck with him. Same way with Ball. Ball did not.
He has to be called.
Yeah, same way with Ball. Like, Ball did not ask for this whole situation to happen. It was their ancestor who solved the riddle box and entered into this agreement. It's not his fault that they did it that way. I mean, it's a contract. Simple put, you know what you're signing up for. At any point in time, they could stop. You could think about it. They could, but it's not serving their purpose. Same way with Hellraiser. First Hellraiser movie, the stepmother, she didn't have to do any of the shit that she did, but she did because she's an awful garbage human being. Pinhead wasn't the bad guy. So Pinhead was just the weapon that was used. Cenobites aren't good or evil. It's kind of the same way xenomorphs aren't. I'm sorry. Like, xenomorphs are crazy aliens, but at the end of the day, they're neither good or bad. Like, they end up getting on their planet. So it's kind of like both of them. Like, they're a predator. Like,
I would rather sleep in bed with the xenomorph.
I mean, we're not saying that Pinhead isn't scary. Pinhead obviously is scary, and that's why Doug Bradley is the GOAT, and why he makes an excellent Pinhead is because he makes it terrifying. But we're not saying, Xenomorph's still going to kill you, but it's not intending to kill. I mean, they're built to kill you. So it's not good, inherently good or bad.
Hellraiser is when you're watching it, you're like, oh, he's scary, but yeah, you deserved it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You're like good.
It's kind of like with Saw too.
Oh boy, don't come for me though.
I was thinking that kind of like with Saw too.
Yeah, it's kind of Saw too. Like, if Kramer has come after you and you're in that whole entire situation, you might need to evaluate why you're here. Like, he only goes after people who are doing bad things. So if you're in that situation, you might need to take a mental note to evaluate things. So, and we learned with the newest one, don't fuck with him, because those people tried to make him believe that they cured him and everything, sold him that whole entire story, did that to so many people, and they expected not to have anything happen to them, have no sympathy at all. So I'm sorry. And I was the person who did not like Saw at the beginning of this podcast, the start of this podcast. And like,
that wasn't that long ago. Saw's been out for what? You didn't like Saw up until like a couple years ago? Really?
Ashley is the whole reason why I got into Saw. Ashley did the watch rooms when Oh gosh.
COVID.
COVID, but no, the one before this one, not Saw X, but Mary, you know this.
I lost count.
Spiral.
To be honest.
Spiral. Before Spiral came out, she did a bunch of rooms and she got me to watch it. And I admit that I was wrong and I misaligned them as torture porn horror movies, which it's not. There is a point. I'm not going to say the same thing about, I'm not going to say the same thing about that. If you're coming to this podcast and you want me to say that, like that, you know, Hostel, Human Centipede, or even anyone who knows me knows what's about to come out of my mouth, a Serbian film, you come to the wrong podcast. Sorry.
Bingo. I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, if you like those, good for you. And not for me. I gave Saw a try though, and I'm a Saw convert, but Ball isn't the bad guy. And I'm interested. We were just talking about this off screen. I'm interested how they are going to play that out for the new one. Yes. And listen, I mean, we could go ahead and get into it. How do we all feel about them having a second one?
I'm good.
I'm ready. Ready or not, I'm about to watch that movie. 2.
It'll be interesting. I'm wondering like what the story will be.
Yes. How are they going to take it? Is she going to have to carry on the pact, or is she going to try to escape from the pact and he's going to follow her? Or there's just so many different ways you could take
she's
that.
technically married.
I don't even to be this
Technically did not get a divorce.
They could have just done this one.
Yeah, no, I agree that this could have just been left as Ready or Not and been great.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of interested to see what they do. If they screw it up, I won't be surprised because that's what happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but we're also talking about the same people who did Scream 5 and Scream 6.
Yeah. And I don't think she would be in it if it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, she's a pretty
she's very picky with her roles, if you notice.
She's very big. Samara Weaving, and let's face it, Samara Weaving, Mia Goth, and Anna Taylor-Joy are 3 very big women in horror. I would think, given how much notoriety she has, she would not be attached to a project if she didn't believe in it. I mean, to be honest, I kind of, when they said that she was going to be in the latest Saw movie, not latest Saw, but latest Scream movie, and I kind of knew where they were going with that, right? That, you know, she's going to be like the Drew Barrymore. The way that they played that out, though, that was some shit. Like, that makes the whole, you can see by my thumbs up.
For those that are listening, Cassandra did a thumbs up and then a thumbs up bubble came.
Yeah.
Now they're
fireworks.
Baby, you're a firework. I'm gonna
face.
But no, the way if you have not seen Scream 6, don't listen to this part.
Yeah.
But the way that they fake you out in Scream 6 by making you think that that's like the peak and then it's not, that was some shit. Okay, I will admit
that was some bullshit.
They had me by the throat.
I was like, oh my God, that's how we're starting this?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, shit.
Damn.
It's like this first time you saw Scream. You're like, okay.
You're like, shit, this is how the shit is going. I compare that to Mary just watched the last voyage of the Demeter, and I had told her about it. I had to take a break, like, and people are clowning on this movie, which by the way,
movie was so damn good and scary and insane.
But like they
didn't care about
they kill everybody, and like after this one scene, I had to take like a 2-day break. I had to process. We're talking about me here. I had to process because of the fact that they kill a kid. And not only do they kill a kid, I mean, it's gnarly. Brutal. And so I'm just like, the fuck? That's the same way I had with Scream. Like, I had to pause after that first opening scene with Scream. I'd be like,
okay. I was that way with Evil Dead Rising.
Oh my God, Evil Dead Rise. Fuck.
That opening scene.
Dude, oh my God.
Oh, okay.
And
We're
it just got
getting into
worse.
it. Got
Yeah.
It just got worse, friends.
Got
It
it.
just got
Yeah.
worse.
Okay. Yep.
It just got worse. So
No sweet talk. It just went for it.
Yep.
I kind of feel like, so I talked about this when we were starting. Like, she still is technically, she's the only one that made it out alive. They did not have a prenup, so she technically got everything. So it kind of makes you wonder, is she now taking over for that? Like, is LaBal, or
Yeah, if she takes the money that's
is that the trade-off, or
inviting. Yeah.
or is this family not the only family that LaBal has
Oh,
to
they're
deal
not
with?
really dead.
No, they blew up.
No, they're dead. They're dead. I mean, apparently there were
they're
chunks.
banana and
Unless we're
corn
getting a
syrup.
bucket.
Banana.
But
Bananas and corn syrup and red dye. They're dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're dead, but the interesting idea behind this would be, okay, this is obviously a representation for the devil. Is this the only pact that the devil made?
No.
No. So is
what
she
if
going?
she's pregnant?
That would be some shit too.
Oh,
Although
poor
I really
baby.
hope not, because that would be.
in the bloodline.
I mean, we could speculate. Radio Silence, if you're out there. Also, too, I'm just gonna plug Radio Silence. Like, obviously, that trio. I mean, they were a quartet at one point. Now they're a trio. But that is a juggernaut. I mean, Abigail is out now, and I've heard kick-ass things about Abigail.
Oh yeah, I
would
heard it's awesome.
Yeah, I would really advocate to go watch it in theaters and support them, listen, I don't feel like it's gonna miss. It's a vampire movie with a girl ballerina, and it's got a shit ton of really cool people like Catherine Newton, Melissa Barrera.
I just love the whole idea of they just think it's this sweet little kid.
And,
Nope.
yeah.
Nope.
I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you.
I know. Right? Listen, I'm here for it. So yeah, I would love for people to go out and support it. So fun facts about this movie. I'm going to pull this up. But the first one is there are 16 variations of Grace's dress. That signals how she starts out with everything intact to where we get to the end. So
yeah,
that
you don't think about that because movies
She has to
film
take
things
off
in
certain
different order.
pieces
So-
and layers.
Yeah, you don't think about how the outfit changes
No.
throughout the movie.
costume designer Avery Plays. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, you can correct me. She wanted to show the progress of Grace's night and how her clothes corresponded to her attitude.
Oh, interesting.
At the end, she was over it.
So, also Samara
Really?
Weaving. Samara Weaving had to be taught how to drive. Same, girly. I am a non-driver, so same. But because of the scene with her driving and stuff with the car, because she didn't know how to drive.
Where is she from?
She's from Australia.
California.
I thought so.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
No, you gotta drive here.
But you guys don't have accents.
What?
You guys in California don't have accents. What's up with that? Like, isn't there a
We
California
have
accent?
Kylie,
We have
let's not
accents,
get
bruh.
demonetized.
Bruh, we have accents.
Listen, we
Don't
have
you know?
accents. Mary probably thinks we sound like
I know we have accents. What, Mary? Why don't you have one? California, they don't have them, do they?
no, they don't. It's not the Wild West, like the Wild West out here, okay?
Well, if I go to Texas and I use my how I talk, they're gonna be like, huh? Yeah, no, and like
It's funny. It's funny
other,
that you
like,
said
far
Texas,
states,
though.
they don't have the same lingo as us, and there's things that my friends say that live in the South, and I'm like, I don't know what you just said. I don't know what any of those words mean. And so it's kind of interesting the difference on like the East and the West Coast, you know?
Do you feel that way when we talk?
No, I pretty much understand your lingo. Do I ever say anything you don't get?
I mean, don't get me
Hey,
started.
be nice.
Sierra. Sarah, I'm sorry because I have a
Quit
friend.
reading it. Don't
Sierra.
read it.
Yeah, her name is Serra.
Her name is Sarah. I know that. Okay. I also have a friend who has a name that is eerily spelled similar. Okay. And it's one thing away from the same. Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
One
That's
thing
the
after
energy.
another.
That gosh darn eye.
Yeah. The fucking eye. Were you going to say something, Sarah? Before we.
I don't
Went off on a
remember. I know I was gonna say that it's funny she said Texas because I went to Texas one time and somebody was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like,
Yeah, it's exactly how it is.
Ohio,
I have
why?
family in other parts, and then like when I was little and I would talk to them, I was like, what are they saying? Why are they talking like that? And then you grow up to learn like different landscapes have different like we're California is known for the Valley Girl talk, for the hella, bruh, dude. You know, that's
Yeah, Mary.
We're known for crackheads.
Mary, this is going to terrify you, but my mother learned how to drive on the 405.
Then she's a damn good driver.
No, she's not. Mary,
She's crazy.
This is the woman that I'm telling you. One time we were in Cleveland. She was going to meet us there. She left and she arrived 40 minutes later. Cleveland is like an hour and 10 minutes. Tell me how she shaved those 30 minutes off.
Oh yeah. No, that's easy to do.
Took a diagonal through a field.
She probably did.
Popped a couple curbs.
She
Made
did.
a couple speed bumps on the way.
I feel like we're slandering my mother in this episode. I'm
No,
sorry.
I
We're
respect
not.
it
We love her
'cause-
so much.
Same,
We
girl,
love her.
Your
same.
mom.
We love you, Mom.
Same.
But no, I actually had a friend growing up that on my 18th birthday, they came for my birthday party. She picked them up and they literally texted one of our other friends, "I don't know if I'm making it to the party alive or not. Please send help." And when they came to the party, they're literally like, I was white knuckling the whole entire time. Like,
I have a sticker on my car, but did you die?
that's that motherfucker right over there. I'm sorry, Zayne. Zayne, literally, we would go for like an appointment in Cleveland for Braden. He would go with
I'd
me.
make it in an hour.
And he would just be
50 minutes.
he'd be like, "Don't pay attention, Cassandra. Just don't."
I
No.
weave in and
No,
out of traffic. I'm like, we gotta get there.
Close your eyes.
Close your
Close your
eyes.
eyes.
Go for it now.
I'm closing my
for that.
eyes, Braden's eyes. We're blacking out the whole entire area.
Yeah.
I'd always say, she was like, "How did you get us here?" And I'm like, "But did you die?"
Exactly.
No. Okay.
How
I
many
didn't.
fatalities do I have? Zero.
Zero.
And I drive up in Big Bear, okay? In the mountains too. My father-in-law holds on for dear life.
The oh shit bar. The oh
oh
shit
shit
bar. The
Yep.
oh shit bar. I have one of those too. I use it routinely. So
My husband, the truck driver, right, goes, okay. And he goes there.
sorry, Sean. We're spilling everything tonight. So speaking about being teased for geographical locations, we're gonna segue into our
I'm gonna learn
stickers.
where you were going with that.
We're gonna segue into the stickers because we have a no, we don't live on a fucking roller coaster sticker. So for those of you who don't know, during Witches Walk, we came out with 2 sticker sets. One which was Witchy Woman, the other one which was Murder Barbie. They're fantastic. And we love them. Well, like Sarah.
We had
How
to add
about
more.
Yeah, we need more. What do you think? And we decided to come up with a pack for each and every one of us. At the time that this was conceptualized, Mary was not part of the podcast. So Mary, when we were coming up with these ideas, Mary has not been on the podcast long enough. Obviously now she has, and we have some ideas brewing. But she does not have a pack. However, her pack will be coming out like end of summer, with another idea that we're coming out with. And so, yeah, so it is special. But if you want a tagline from one of your favorite hosts or a sticker that represents who they are, like this one right here, that's literally become my whole entire personality, me as a horror Barbie. I am not being over dramatic when I say that Serra like drew this and I bawled my eyes out.
Y'all, she's got so much merch on it.
Yes, I do. I actually I have a pillow,
a towel, a pillow, a pet.
I have everything. I have a towel, I have a pillow, I have literally plastered it on everything, as I should.
Cool as shit.
Yeah.
You're Elvira.
Yeah. So, but not only did I get really cool stuff, but we also get super cool stuff for Kylie, like Spooky Mom's build character, a Scooby van, which I actually saw a van like this in real life, and I was like, I feel like I need to, this is a life goal that I need to get Kylie this van now.
Yeah.
So
yep, all
and
black.
for Zayne, as we know, Zayne, you know, we love his unhinged moments on this podcast, and one of them is summoning a fuck to give, complete with
Girl,
cats.
you need to get through the day.
So if you're listening to this episode, these stickers will be available on Serra's shop, which is on Etsy. Are you anywhere else, Serra?
Just Etsy. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook.
And we will also have these for sale too. I'm still trying to figure out the method in which we will be doing that. But if you buy them from Serra's shop and you are a listener of our podcast, if you use the code TANGENT, again, tangent,
Like we
tangent,
go
guys.
off on all the time.
Yes, we need a blinking light. Tangents.
Tangent.
You can use that code at Serra's shop on Etsy and get 20% off, which is really cool. You can use it on the other stickers as well. Eventually, we are getting to the point where hopefully over the summer, by the time we launch Mary's stickers, that we will have all of this available on our website, along with these images that you can buy shirts and different things on. We are working on that. Not going to make any guarantees. We have a hot and cool summer planned. Okay. So we're going to try to figure that out. So, but thank you, Serra, for always doing our really cool shit. You will be able to see the mock-ups of these as this episode comes out. I will share that on our social media. Actually, Mary will share that on our social media because Mary is the woman in charge.
Awesome.
She's in charge. She's the woman in charge.
She's the mom. She's the mom.
Yeah. Mary's the mom. We're both. Mary and I are married. That's what happened. Mary and I are married. Zayne's the iPad kid, and Kylie's the rebellious teenager, and Serra is the cool aunt that we drink wine with and bitch about our children.
I love being
margaritas. Midnight margaritas.
Oh, like Practical Men.
Yeah, midnight margaritas are a thing.
Yes.
I had a couple.
I have to share this other sticker though of Kylie's, because if you listen for a long time, you will know. This is a chat bubble that says, "I'm waiting outside for the aliens to come get me." So if you did not know what Kylie's personality is, you know now. So
she's waiting for them aliens. Come take her.
That really does sum me up in one sticker, don't it?
It really does. So Serra obviously will be sticking around. She is the woman in charge of all of our cool shit. And you might see her rebranding the Horrorcraft Podcast logo. She's maybe and that'll be super fun, but as always, super talented, and we are excited to share all these stickers with everyone. Please let us know if you get one, which ones you like, which
tag the ideas.
Yes,
give us some ideas if you catch something that we don't.
When does everybody get a Cassandra pillow though?
You gotta buy your own pillow.
You gotta buy your own pillow. For you though, I'll talk to you after. We'll talk after the show. we'll talk after the show.
And if you find a tangent that you want as a sticker, just comment down below. This is my
Let us
favorite
know.
quote.
Yeah, I mean, I really would like to do more of these. We are going to have other things come out, and I'm not saying that they might. I'm not saying that they aren't, but you may see these stickers at some of the events that we're going to be doing come summertime, like GhouliCon possibly, and other events. GhouliCon will just have them on us. So if you say, hey, I saw that you got stickers, we'll be like, yeah, we got stickers here. It's in my purse. We'll be that person like with the code. But if you see us at other
stickers,
you want stickers?
you want
Coming to
stickers?
my alley.
Yeah. Every time I think of something like that, I think of that guy from Hercules with the sundials. Like,
You need a sundial.
Me too. Me too. I think
I
of
just
that
love
guy
that.
every time. Every time.
I really do. So, but yes, show Sarah's shop some love, and we'll be rocking and rolling on this process. If you liked our commentary on Ready or Not, it was kind of all over the place. That's kind of our vibe tonight. It's fine. So if you like this, let us know some other movies, maybe some other radio silence movies that you want to see us to cover, like Scream 5 or 6. You never know. So, but until next time, it's me, Cassandra, and
Zayne
and
and
Kylie. That was delayed. Sorry.
Kylie.
It's Kylie and
Delay.
and the lovely stickers,
And
Stickies by Serra.
Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah.
And look at her background too. I mean, she's just
Oh, it's so glittery.
sparkles.
it's so
Gotta
it's
have
so
the gotta
glittery.
have the glitter.
Now
Yes.
listen, before we leave,
Agreed.
Here's you can probably see on mine because I have my light.
ooh, yeah.
Glitter.
Holographic.
So,
This
glitter.
is Justice for Dr. Nikki from you, because I
Oh.
got to meet John Stamos and I said I have to make him a sticker.
Yes, Sarah.
I need that.
Yes. We'll
You got
link
it.
we'll link Sarah's socials down below too. Sarah is also experimenting with some other really cool shits that is
Yeah, she
or
is.
will be
Yes.
available
Gotta
on her.
watch and keep an
Yeah.
eye on this one.
Definitely. So if you like the stickers, stick around because there's going to be some other really cool shit. And we will plug not only the Etsy, but where you can find Sarah because she's always doing really cool, amazing things. And we appreciate her so much. She's,
And I appreciate you guys.
yeah, she's the fifth Spice Girl. She,
You gotta have 5.
yeah.
Yes.
When we get together, it's just complete. So, as Kylie would say, one of us.
One of us. One of us.
You can
And that
get
is
that
a
on
sticker. You can get that
Yeah.
on a sticker. So
Yes, you
until next time, it's me, Cassandra, and stay spooky, stay safe.
spooky.
Yeah.
Bye.
Stay safe. Don't use a shotgun. Bye.